I'd like to call to order the meeting of the Village Board for October 8th, 2019. Can you please join us for the pledge? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Village Clerk, would you please call the roll?
President DeSimone?
Here.
Trustee Franz?
Here.
Trustee Fry?
Here.
Trustee Lomax?
Here.
Trustee Penicola?
Here.
Trustee Perez?
Here.
That's 6.
We're going to move to the public hearing presentation, which is a CDBG application. We will now open the public hearing on 2 village applications for a community development block grant. The village is seeking $400,000 in grant funds to help pay for the Kevin, Stoneham, and Franzen Street Improvement Project, and $400,000 in grant funds to help pay for the 2021 annual residential streetlight project. Joe, can you explain further about these projects?
Did we open the public hearing?
Can't hear it.
Yeah, I opened it.
Okay. So yeah, these 2 projects are both community development block grant projects that we're applying for. The first one is the 2021 residential streetlight project. This is a project that's going to be focusing in the Brentwood area. We're looking at installing 100 streetlights, just like we have been over the last 4 years. In the Brentwood area, along all the streets to the west of the creek. This is a $1 million project. Again, we're seeking $400,000 through the CDBG program in the county. The second project is the Kevin Stoneham Franzen Improvement Project. This was a $1.2 million project that included replacement of water main, curb and gutter spot repairs, driveway aprons, ADA sidewalks, as well as pavement restoration and pavement restoration and resurfacing. This project, we were just notified that likely will not be able to apply for because of a survey that we did of the mean household income in the area. However, we'll still go ahead and complete the public hearing today just in case we're able to get it in the future. And if there are no comments from the public, we can close the meeting.
If any person would like to speak during the public hearing on the village's application, I ask you that you please approach the podium and state your name and commence. Seeing none, this would conclude the public hearing on the village's CDBG applications. We will now move back to the regular order of business. We will move to public comment. Does anyone wish to address the board? If so, please approach the podium and state your name.
No, we don't have any.
Seeing none, this will conclude public comment. Is there a motion to approve the minutes from the September 24th, 2019 Village Board meeting?
So moved.
Motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
Are there any modifications to the minutes? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, please say nay. Motion carries and the minutes are approved. The next item of business is to approve the warrant in the amount of $759,726.07. Is there a motion?
Do you have a motion?
Do you have a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion on the warrant? Please call the roll.
Trustee Franz?
Yes.
Trustee Fry?
Yes.
Trustee Lomax?
Yes.
Trustee Penicola?
Yes.
Trustee Perez?
Yes.
That's 5.
Motion carries and the warrant is approved. There are no items on the consent agenda. Number 1 is a resolution authorizing to waive competitive bids and award a contract to R.W. Dunham and Company for the streetscape improvements along Dirking Way in the not-to-exceed amount of $68,000. Is there a motion to approve the resolution?
You have a
Do
motion?
I have a second?
Second.
There being a motion and a second, is there any discussions, Joe?
Sure. Tonight, we're seeking approval to contract with R.W. Dunham. That's the same contractor that's doing our downtown streetscape project, to also install stamped concrete along Dirking Way just south of the Village Hall. The village requested a proposal from R.W. Dunham. They responded with a quote in the amount of $68,000. Part of this is the way we got this price down was by doing some of the work in-house. The Public Works Department actually went and removed all of the brick pavers that were out there. We do anticipate that this work happening in the next couple of weeks, so it's our recommendation to move forward with this award.
And we're doing it to make it uniform with downtown, right?
Correct. Yes.
Any questions? Please call the roll.
Trustee Franz?
Yes.
Trustee Fry?
Yes.
Trustee Lomax?
Yes.
Trustee Penicola?
Yes.
Trustee Perez?
Yes.
That's 5.
Motion carries, the resolution is now approved. Number 2 is a resolution waiving the competitive bidding process and authorizing a purchase order to Porter Pipe and Supply for an emergency sole source purchase of Lochinavar. Did I get that right?
Lochinvar.
Okay, close enough. Boiler for the police department in a not to exceed amount of $12,000. Is there a motion to approve the resolution?
You have a motion?
Do we have a second?
Second.
There being a motion and a second, Joe?
So the Bensenville Police Department has 2 hot water heaters or boilers that work with our HVAC unit to heat the building up. Back in April of this year, one of those 2 boilers went down, the heat exchanger cracked. We've been trying to get this boiler replaced under a warranty. However, just recently we found out from the manufacturer that they found some contamination within the boiler that voided the warranty. So we're kind of on the hook to replace this one. They do run one at a time, but it is a backup. So we'd like to get this one purchased so that we can have it installed prior to the winter season. They are apparently very hard to get. There is a sole source distributor in the area. It's Porter Pipe and Supply. They have one in their inventory in Michigan, so we want to try to grab that as quickly as we can. If we don't get that one, then we're looking at a 12 to 14 week lead time on manufacturing. So we were able to negotiate a price down with them to $11,967. It does come with a new 10-year warranty on both the heat exchanger and the unit.
And we've taken measures to prevent the contamination from
Correct.
occurring.
What is the contamination?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask.
Rust.
I'm sorry?
It's rust, right?
Rust getting into the system, probably from lack of flushing it. We have installed or instituted some new preventive maintenance measures for moving forward. So hopefully this does not happen in the future.
These new boilers in this, it's a lead silver building, lead silver,
Lead silver.
and it's super efficient. So in old boilers, you wouldn't flush them. These new ones, you have to.
Do we have any other questions from the board? Please call the roll.
Trustee Franz?
Yes.
Trustee Fry?
Yes.
Trustee Lomax?
Yes.
Trustee Pena Cola?
Yes.
Trustee Perez?
Yes.
That's 5.
Motion carries and the resolution is approved. On to presidential remarks. Would the deputy clerk please read the proclamation?
Proclamation, Arts DuPage. Whereas the arts, culture, and humanities are the embodiment of all things beautiful and entertaining in the world, the enduring record of human achievement. And whereas the arts, cultural, and humanities enhance every aspect of life in the village of Bensenville, improving our economy, enriching our civic life, driving tourism, and exerting a profound positive influence on the education of our children. And whereas arts education research shows that the arts help to foster discipline, creativity, imagination, self-expression, and problem-solving skills while also having to develop a heightened appreciation of beauty and cross-cultural understanding. And whereas we use humanities, history, literature, philosophy to explore what it means to be human. And whereas the arts, cultural, and humanities play a unique and integral, valuable role in the lives of our families and our country. And whereas the month of October has been recognized as Arts DuPage Month by Arts DuPage and the arts and cultural organizations in the communities within DuPage County. Therefore, Frank D. Simone, Village President of the Village of Bensenville, does hereby proclaim October 2019 as Bensenville Arts DuPage Month and call upon all citizens to celebrate and promote the arts and cultural in DuPage County. Proclaim this 8th day of October 2019.
Is there a motion in support of the proclamation?
You have a motion?
Do I have a second?
Second.
Being a motion and second, is there any discussion?
Just want to point out that Arts DuPage was a key contributor to the Bensenville Faces project. We wouldn't have been able to do it without them.
Please call the roll.
Trustee Franz?
Yes.
Trustee Fry?
Yes.
Trustee Lomax?
Yes.
Trustee Pena Cola?
Yes.
Trustee Perez?
Yes.
That's 5.
Motion carries. A couple other announcements. The Village of Bettsville is still accepting applications for police officer candidates. The orientation, power, and written tests are scheduled for Saturday, October 26th. Please visit our website for detailed information. Construction update. The downtown streetscape project will see curb and gutter, planter boxes, and stamped concrete sidewalk installation over the next 2 weeks along Center, Green, and Addison. After all the flat work is complete, paving of the roadways will follow. We are still looking at a mid to late November completion date, weather permitting. We also expect the stamped concrete installation on Durking Way to be completed in the next 2 weeks. The Church Road multi-use path project has wrapped up the concrete work today, and we anticipate the asphalt path to be installed tomorrow. Landscape restorations will be completed over the next 2 weeks. There will still be 2 gaps in the path after this week at the railroad crossing and at the culvert near Huffman Park. We are awaiting approval of the culvert modifications and expect to have the work completed in the next 3 weeks. Metro is expecting to perform their work in the spring. And as always, please navigate both safely and cautiously around all projects. That's all I have for president remarks. Village manager's report.
Just a couple items. The Halloween decorating contest is underway. Nominations are due by October 15th. They're open now. And then we will announce the winner of the Halloween decorating contest on the 22nd. And then finally, tree pruning is about to go underway. This year will be zone 3. You'll note the trees in the community have a blue dot on them. They're not being cut down, they're being trimmed. We get a lot of calls on that one. Blue dot is good, trim. Red X, bad. But zone 3 is east of Route 83, west of York Road, north of Jefferson, and south of the tracks. That concludes my report.
Do we have a village attorney's report?
I have no report, Mr. President.
Is there any unfinished business to come before the board tonight? Is there any new business to come before the board tonight? Is there a need for executive session?
There is not, Mr.
Is
President.
there a motion to adjourn the meeting?
Your motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, please say nay. Motion carries. We are adjourned. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.